Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So there is a lot of stuff happening, okay? We are in a presidential election year. It is dicey. The main candidate is on the verge of bankruptcy, okay, and getting his assets taken from him. And they are out for blood, okay? They are out for a vengeance, okay? I know that there are two forces, okay, of people and energies going on right now in the world. This is a global war that we are in. It is a holy war as well, and we are witnessing it everywhere, and specifically in right now with Gaza and Israel is they're the ones that are really in the crux of everything right now, but it's happening on US soil as well. And so right now, it just feels like we are in this huge mess, all right? Jared's ready to build his condos on the Gaza Strip, okay? And there is also, I don't know, there's one, I don't even know where to begin, honestly. I don't even know. There's just so much stuff that is happening at the moment, okay? So right now, I'm getting messages around Jared, okay? Jared Kushner. So this guy, there's a lot of interesting things that happened during the Trump presidency with him, okay? So one of the major things is that he was on the WhatsApp, apparently, texting the Saudi prince, okay? One of the Saudi princes, okay? And that was like a little bit like alarming on a security level. Another thing about Jared that's interesting is that basically he was coming up for a security clearance. You guys remember that he was up for some type of a security clearance? You know, it's like Trump was not really nominated president, because I don't believe he was really the president, but then all of a sudden he brings in Vonky Head and Jared Head, and they just all of a sudden get these top level positions right next to the prez, which is totally alarm bell in terms of national security, okay? Why are they up, right next to him? Who has their children that close to the White House in terms of actual day-to-day matters, intel, things like that? That's not normal, okay? And so those are some procedural issues. That's national security issues. There's some things that's not right. Question mark. All of a sudden he's up for a freaking security clearance, and he's meeting and handling all of these deals with foreign dignitaries, okay, and empires, okay? And he's texting them on the WhatsApp, which is just like a joke, right? They're going after Hillary's emails because she was using a non-government email server to email her daughter at college or something like that. And then he's like texting like Saudi princes on the WhatsApp, okay? Like I'm just trying to like just bring this down, okay, right now in terms of like a reality check in terms of the US, because of just how freaking out to lunch the Trumpers are, the QAnoners are, how brainwashed everyone has been around everything. Now, in terms of just common sense, because that was wiped out through Fox News, okay? That just left town, okay? Fox News took care of all the common sense. Whoever was part of like Pizza Parlor, okay, the freaking insurrection chat room group, that's what I call them. Whoever was part of all of that, Pizzagate was debunked, okay, completely debunked, okay, with the Podestas. This is the shit they're still spitting out, okay, and none of it makes any freaking sense because they were like handed like script lines, okay, through their little chat forums, okay, whatever their little coding groups are. And I really think that Jack Teixeira dude, okay, I think that he's part of one of these types of groups that they would get their freaking information or move information through their right-wing media. And I know that a lot of that stuff has been under investigation, but I think he's a big part of the intel part of this, or the military part of this, that's still almost under a cover-up. The other thing I just kind of want to point to is that with Jared and this security clearance thing, I don't know what level of security clearance he ever got, if he got any kind of security clearance. But there is something within me in terms of whatever I've been dealing with that has felt like they are pretending that they're giving me some kind of a security clearance. But behind it is like a Jared Kushner douchebag vibe, you know what I mean? Where they're messing with you. And I'm just like, did they somehow infiltrate the security clearance people in some way because Jared wasn't getting his security clearance? Because these are things that I'm thinking in terms of just national security. What was actually going on during that presidency that he was able to meet with foreign dictators and have these high-level meetings when he didn't have that level of security? Like, this is the things that I'm like, what were they actually doing? Who were they infiltrating? Were they infiltrating our intelligence at that time? You know, I remember in 2020, I believe it was, just feeling like the Pentagon it felt like cold. Like, it felt like energetically, if I tuned into it, it just felt like empty. Like there was nobody there. Like there was nobody there protecting us anymore. Like that was the vibes I was getting around it. And, you know, these are just things energetically I could pick up on. I also was feeling some diminishing in terms of the agencies. Like the energies didn't feel like they were showing up. Even with Central Intelligence, CIA, I was not feeling the energies of the CIA, like energetically. Because when I was reading on all of this stuff, I could feel the energies when the momentum of these agencies working on stuff and trying to figure things out. Like I could feel that energy when I was reading on my channel. And then it's like it slips off. It slipped off around like the 2020 time period is when I really started to feel it kind of like move away, and then into 2021. And I remember just feeling like I don't feel the energies like I used to feel them, where there's like an underbelly energy of strength and power that was like under our country protecting us on that same scale. And now we're witnessing all of this stuff still happening right in front of our eyes. And to me, I'm just like, common sense wise, if we had a working, you know, national security or a working central intelligence, we wouldn't have these devices and weird things on people's heads going on right now, okay? We wouldn't be dealing with a president that was essentially recommended to never hold a seat ever again on a presidential ballot if our national security was working. There would be a lot more things happening if we had a working CIA right now. I believe we would be seeing a completely different picture showing up energetically if we were functioning on the level we should have been functioning at. Because I don't think that guy would be on the ballot. I don't think we would be sitting here in this struggling with where we are and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I feel like we're cleaning it up, okay? Maybe we're cleaning it up, but there is still this divide I can feel within the country. Like when I check in with the U.S., it feels like half of the U.S. is one way and half is the other. It feels like we are fully divided, okay? And I feel as well, if we were all on the same page, okay? If we were on the same page in terms of our security, in terms of the police force, in terms of all of that, I don't think we would feel a divide like that. So I can't help but think that there is something else going on internally within our own intelligence in order for our country to be this divided. Like it would mean that our intelligence is divided in some way. And that's just common sense, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this to me feels like common sense. The fact that we are kicking up this white supremacy, white nationalist regime, okay, that they have slowly been able to build it, that makes me feel there's something wrong with our intelligence. That they were able to freaking get this far makes me feel like there is something wrong with our intelligence. Now, I know that we are still in this fight, but to me, the court cases around the secret docs, okay, the intel docs that were found at Mar-a-Lago should be taking place at a much higher level than it is. We should not be having a low-tier judge, Cannon, ruling over that. That is a high-level issue, okay? That is a national security issue. Why would we have her ruling on it? That feels like it should be on the level of like the Nuremberg trials, okay? Like it should be on such a higher level. We had such the level of the infiltration is so big, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe we have not come to terms with what actually happened yet. But that, to me, again, sounds an alarm bell of what happened to our national security and why hasn't any of this been addressed. It is 2024, okay? That man, he was inaugurated in 2017, and we still can't figure it out. There's something going on, okay? Like, I'm not gonna like sit here and dance around it. Like, there is something not right now, and I feel like we have to just start looking at things with a clearer lens in terms of media, in terms of the messaging going out, in terms of the jargon and the junk that they're still throwing out, this right-wing crap media that is based on complete lies. There are no facts supporting it. It is freaking made up QAnon video content, okay? And it's like, why the hell can't our country freaking get the facts? Like, the fact that we cannot get the facts still around what actually happened is insane. It is insane that we are this flipping divided right now. And we were under attack. That's how I view it. I view it that we were under attack, fully under attack, and we are not operating on the level that we should be operating on right now. So with that in mind, just now, Joy Behar, or whatever, 11 hours ago, she, I guess, did a piece around a group, okay? And it's called SACR, no, is it SACR? It's a secret right-wing media group, and they are all about overthrowing the government. And when the minute I saw that, okay, and another one of my subs sent me that as well, that content, the minute I saw that, I was like, that's what I'm connected to them. I'm definitely connected. That's the group. They're overthrowing the government. They believe that women have to be subservient. They have, in order to have money, they have to get married and have husbands that have the money. I mean, we're going back into like it's freaking like Mormon time, okay? And it is like, this stuff is not being made up. There is a secret government that is overthrowing the country, and it has been happening for a while, okay? And it is connected directly to Trump, okay? And that's where I say the alarm bells are going off, the alarm bells. So a former CIA spy, okay, he has his own YouTube channel. He came on and the big text, okay, on the video, it's a 2-hour video, it's freaking long, okay, I'm not gonna lie, and I actually couldn't find the actual verbiage of what the face frame or whatever, the screenshot actually says on it, but it says, leave the U.S. by 2030. Leave the U.S. by 2030. That's really interesting to put on a video as a former CIA spy, okay? Now, a lot of people are going to say, there's no such thing, right? There's no such thing. You can't be former, blah, blah, blah. He's probably still doing something, right? Whatever that is, that's a very bold statement to say. So when I was trying to get to that part of the video, he was saying that the U.S. has a lot of growing up to do. Do you think that has anything to do with Trump and the infiltration of the mind control, the psyops and the psychological warfare that our country endured during his presidency? Do you think it has anything to do with that? And why haven't we addressed that in any form in terms of almost like a national security crisis? Because we're scared to look weak. You don't think we look weak to the rest of the world? You don't think we look confused? I feel like we look confused. I think we've been looking a little weird, okay, for a long time now. I was getting a lot of messages around these other superpowers coming through, man. I was getting a lot of messages around them and their intel and everything that they were working on. They saw everything happen to us, and they've been working strategically, it feels like, to become stronger, even more stronger, because they watched what happened to us. And it's an interesting thing to have a former CIA spy saying that, to leave the U.S. by 2030. I mean, I didn't actually see if he actually said that verbiage, but that's what's on the freaking screenshot. So it's really interesting to note that. I want to say something else, okay? He mentions in this video that he has to get things cleared by the CIA, okay? So he has to call in the CIA and clear things. So he was able to clear everything that was on that video, which I think is just like, what the F, okay? So I'm gonna just tell you the next thing that he says on that video, okay? He gives information about our nukes and the people who protect them and where they are in that content, okay? So he got that cleared, guys, by the CIA, by our Central Intelligence. He got some kind of national security information around our nukes cleared to put on YouTube? Like, that's insane to me. And if that is not relevant in any way, like, let's just say he lied about, why would you put that on there? It makes no freaking sense. Like, anybody who sees Spotlight, former CIA spy, you don't think any other intelligence is going to be going on and watching that shit on YouTube, dude? Like, they're not going to be watching to see what they're saying? And he's giving a lot of information away, which is, like, so great. And, like, I don't know. Like, to me, I'm just like, what is going on, dude? Like, why would he be saying that shit? Why? Do you know how many views he got? He got probably, I think it was like around 5 million views, that video. That's a lot of freaking views. That's a lot of eyes. And it's saying to leave the US by 2030. What the hell is going on with the US then? That you would say something like that. So I'm just kind of like in this really strange place right now in terms of what the hell is going on. So I'm going to just quickly throw some cards down and kind of check in with this energy. Now, as far as the SACR, the Secret White Wing group, okay, that is overthrowing the government. There was something that said it was linked to. There was another interview that was linked to a former ex-Israeli militant, okay, who was talking about Zionism and the connection to dehumanization. Now, I have talked about dehumanization. That is definitely part of this regime's agenda. Dehumanization is very normal for them, okay? They think it's okay to be in your brain, in your thoughts, okay? And this has also come up on Jason Shurka's videos with his interviews as well. And he interviews somebody who is kind of connected to this world. And they have talked about that very strongly, about the Zionism, okay? And what's going on in Israel and how it pertains to us globally. And it is a holy war. And we have to start waking up, okay, to everything that is going on. Dehumanization is real. That is part of my attack, okay? I created a freaking t-shirt on my YouTube channel that you can buy that says, I am a robot. I mean, because that is the freaking level. That is the level. They are programming people. Zuckerberg is hands down a part of that. Hands down. He created a metaverse. He has programmed us into it's not an accident that his company is named Meta, okay? Meta. And interestingly enough, after I came on here, I found out he launched the mind reading technologies after I saw him working on me and came on here and was like, Zuckerberg is working on me. Like, he's writing me out of the universe. I didn't even know he was working on mind reading technologies. Then 2 months later, he rolls them out, and then I do a YouTube video saying, oh, now I know who to go after. Now I know who to sue. That YouTube video explodes. I get 7,000. They somehow unlisted it. They unlisted it, okay? Whoever his friends are, all right? And then I freaking came on again. Then he attacked me with his metaverse. I got into a sparring match with him after I launched that video. Within 5 minutes, I went under attack by his fucking metaverse. Then I came on screaming, like, did I just freaking spar with this freaking dude? Like, seriously, is this what's going on right now? And as I'm saying, look at them, the lawnmower is going to come in right now. He's like, program noise. Noise. Bring in the noise. Let's cut her out. Cut her out. I already wrote her out of the universe. She doesn't go away. What the hell? So, okay, get this. So that all that is going down, all right? I don't remember exactly when I posted that video. I don't remember if that was last year I was posting that. Just found out in February he sold his Meta stock. He sold it. $28 billion. You know what I told him? It's not enough. It's not enough. I want more, Mark. I want more, Mark. I want more. I'm going for the big dogs now. I want $1 trillion. I gotta buy up all the chemical companies, all the weapons contractors. I gotta buy them up now. I gotta buy up all the oil companies, pharma. I got a lot to do. I got a cleanup job, man. I have a major and then I gotta create new jobs and new industries because they couldn't figure it out. They're still set on their dumb condos going up on war-torn land that they premeditated, that they programmed, that they created. No one wants Jared's condos on on the Gaza. Like, get your heads out of your asses, you capitalist, fascist, freaking demonic group. I don't even know where their heads are right now, but they are so freaking far gone, and the world has to wake the F up. They are. They're absolutely. I mean, we are definitely in a time frame where it feels like we are in a bit of a revolution, okay? And it's not a standard revolution. It is something that is a little bit more peaceful, other than the war-torn countries that are currently in a war right now. But we really do have to just wake the F up. This shit is so crazy, and this capitalistic machine has got to freaking crash. Like Bitcoin, crypto, the wallets, I was getting messages that they were using human energy for their wallets, because if you are in crypto, you have these freaking server machines that are running energy, and it's like you're creating the crypto. I was getting messages that was hooked up to humans, guys. Humans. It's called crypto. Crypto is dark, cryptic, dark. Think about it. Think about the rise of crypto during the worst pandemic of the world, a global pandemic, connected to big pharma, connected to the banks, connected to all of these people, okay? Think about it. Think about what rose during that time, okay? And where it's coming from. Somebody just did an interview recently, and they said if you knew who owned crypto, you would drop it in 2 seconds. You would sell it off in 2 seconds. That's the truth. That is the truth. I have been talking about that since day one. That shit is how they were moving high amounts of money back and forth. I know who owns it. I know it because I was reading on it. Okay? It is these foreign dignitaries there that they didn't know how to move money fast enough to get it to where they needed to go. And that is where crypto came through. And it was volatile markets. And I really have gotten that so strongly that crypto, it is not who we are, and it has to go. We have to go back to a different form of money. Our money systems have to change. Everything has to change now. Everything has to be looked at for the truth of what it really is. And the wool has been over our eyes for so long, so freaking long. And that's part of the black magic. That is part of that energy where we just couldn't see through the veil. And now that energy is starting to clear. We're coming up for air for the first time in a really long time. And we have to figure it out, okay? Because these people are straight up evil. They are straight up demonic evil, okay? And I hate using that terminology, but that is the truth. Like, it is pure evil. There is nothing left to them. They are soulless. They're gone. They left their shell. I don't know what they are, but they are not there anymore. Anyone who thinks like this they're not there. They're not there. You would never think to freaking throw high-rise condos in a war-torn country that just got like, this is ridiculous. I mean, the thinking is like, oh my God, like, what the hell is going on with people? It's like the humanity, the compassion. Where did it go? It doesn't exist with them. It does not exist with them. War has to end, period. War is not the answer. It has never done anything for anyone. That right there is a lie. War is good for the economy. Lie, lie, How many freaking U.S. military sets have been sending that lie out? Where did that lie come from? Good for the economy. No, it's not. You know what it's good for? Funeral homes. It's good for funeral homes. Yeah. Weapons contract. Oh, yeah, real good for weapons contractors. Oh, yeah, really good. If there's oil involved, really good for the freaking oil guys. Oh, yeah, the oil guys. Real good. Yeah, good for the economy. Maybe we need a different economy. Maybe we need to think differently so we don't have to kill people and tear apart people's families. How many husbands are gone now? How many from Ukraine? How many mothers are there with their children without the fathers? What are we doing? How many mothers and babies are out there? All the husbands off to war. Do you think Russians did you see the line of the men leaving their country? They're like, we're out. All the Russian men, they wanted out, they left, they were trying to leave. And they had to stop them. They were like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not going into war. F that. They're like leaving their own country. You think they want the war? They're freaking leaving. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. And then what happens to the mothers and the babies? What happens to all of them with the children? They're just, what are they? Then they get what? Trafficked? Where do they go? What are we doing? Where does everybody go? It's like they're killing everybody off. Sorry, I don't mean to be screaming about it, but it's just insanity. It's straight up insanity. Like, everything that's going on is just, it's batshit. And that dialogue has to change, okay? War is not good for the economy. You know what? There's better industries that would be good for the economy, that everybody could get involved with and not feel like they're in slave labor every freaking day, okay? Things that actually get people excited to wake up in the morning and do stuff, okay? People don't want to be lazy. People want to contribute to the world. They want to do good. They're forced into their freaking criminal shit to make money and survive. Half of them don't even want to freaking do that. They don't have a choice. They don't have a fucking choice because of the greed and evil that is running everything. People want to actually do good. You know, people want land, but they can't get land because they won't give it to them. People want land to grow food. People want that. People people would love to probably, if they knew how to build homes, they would love to be able to build their home. If you were like, you could build your own home for 20 grand, people would be like, fuck yeah, let's do it, let's figure it out. They would get communities of people and start building homes, dude. We don't need builders, we don't need land developers. We can develop our own land. We don't need them. We can do whatever we want, but they won't give it to us. They won't give it to us. And I know I'm freaking out, but like, this is the level of insanity that we are living in, that we can't even survive now. We can't even survive and make a living. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So anyways, I'm going to leave it there. I didn't mean to go into a rant, but that's me and that's who I am. I guess I'm the ranter. I'm from New Jersey and that's who we are. So, well. Anyway, if you guys are interested in a reading or a coaching session or anything like that, chatting with me, I have Chat with an Enlightened Friend. You can just chat with me. If you want to talk to somebody because nobody around you likes to talk about this kind of stuff, then you can come and talk to me. There you go. And then it's a donation to me and it supports my work. So I'm wishing you guys the best and I will talk to you all soon, okay?